Welcome back to the Order of the Golden Gryphon. We are just ever so slightly ahead of where we were last time. I went ahead and sold. My plan was to buy trade goods, but they had a rated caravan thing going on with a 2-star, and I was just far too banged up to even attempt that. So I went up here. I did accept a 1-star rated caravan mission to try to clear this out, and I did have to spend about a day resting, and we are close enough now that I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at this. 17 days, give or take, to go till Crisis. I'm getting rather concerned. All right, it'd be sure nice if I could come out of this relatively unscathed. We shall see. Okay, so those two are spots I can't get to. I assume they're going to come to me because they don't have any range. A little unfortunate I couldn't get to him. 64. Yeah, sure. Even better. Even better. We need to get a heavier crossbow, frankly. Yeah, go right here. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to be able to get here. Alright, we know what we got. So, falchion, axe, falchion. Oh, those are like short swords, probably. Mace. Okay, so he's really the danger guy. I want you to come up here and kill helmetless guy, so you're going to need to go here. We do have one of our new guys with the whole mace. Let's go for a bonk. No bonk. Have to wait for room. All right. If he's going here, he can go there, he can go there, and we can just go right here. On this side, I think I'm actually going to go... that's 2 to get him in here. Do I want to base this guy? Yeah, let's base him. All right, up here, we'll just break that armor. Beautiful. Come on up here and a little bonk. No little bonk. Step up and hit. We gotta warm up. We gotta warm up. That was not a good hit. Okay. Go here. Armor is already falling apart. I think we're just gonna regular hit. And I want to leave room so I can shoot, so that means we go here. Unfortunate. Right, not a terrible first round, but I didn't really make much of an impact. If we had killed the guy without the helmet, that would have been really nice. Okay, a bunch of counterattacks going up. Okay, he kind of found himself in a little more danger than I had meant him to be in. All right, step up and... Oh, yeah. I really want to take out that 2-hand. He's the most dangerous piece at the moment. All right, I'm willing to hit into that. You probably should just defend yourself. Yeah, you could probably hit him. Right here. Work on that. Go for the stun. Beautiful. Now we can hit him without getting counterattacks. Yeah, I would like this guy to die. He says, as the guy doesn't even get hit. You got to defend yourself, and... he has pretty good melee defense. Let's try to parry. Nice. Can we just finish him off? Cool. And then bonk. And then just damage. Cool. Then let's actually just rest. All right, you are retreating. I'm just gonna get some XP here. Nice. Okay, hit the shield. That's okay. All right, flail is not great for him. I would like this to go around or to come down to him. I will come on in here. Just take a slash. Nice. Lucky. Okay, take the XP. Okay, he's in a little bit of danger here. Right, into him. Cool. would have been even better if he had died. Alright, you are blocking. Alright, let's just try to destroy the armor. We did. Step up and stun. Cool. Okay, we're warmed up. We're warmed up. 69. A little damage in there. And I think here... Unfortunate. Ooh. Let's just a regular hit. And the flail, I want you to actually go all the way back there. And here, we're just gonna kill. Oh, gonna kill apparently. Okay, still in danger. From this direction. Cool. Just gotta work on that morale. Could run to here and still shoot. I would love to see somebody block an arrow with a buckler. Little shenanigans there, I would say. Let's actually knock him, and I'll keep him safe. Let's just... No reason to take a chance there. And this hopefully will just be the end. There we go. Okay, not too bad. No actual wounds. We did get a level up. Have some amber shards. Nothing stellar, although we did get a kite shield. Just need way more fatigue before I can actually use those type of things. Okay, back here. This is going to clear out. We can get there so we can buy and leave before night. Hasso the Grim is holding out his arm, watching a long-legged spider trundle across his flesh. As the creature reaches the end of its newfound earth, the Adamus turns his arm, suggesting the spider continue another way. He does this for some time, putting his fingers towards the ground. The spider shuffles off entirely, perhaps not ever once aware it was on a living being. The Autonomous writes a few pages down in his notes. The other day, I watched a spider jump 20 times its body length to snatch a fly. And this spider I've let go, upon seeing his prey, sped across the ground like a hunting dog. It seems that the old gods have taken pity on us. Scrape grace, for neither of these creatures can be found in their larger webneck forms. Yeah, that would be horrific. While being tackled and ripped apart would be quite terrible, you tell them that being wrapped in a cocoon before having your blood sucked out by flames is undoubtedly worse. The Autonomous raised a finger. A common misconception, scapegrace, for the webneck actually prefers to feed long after you are deceased. We believe its toxins are designed to target the belly, opening it up and using its fluids to melt you from the inside out. This is presumably why they hang their prey upside down, so the toxins can slosh over the organs, turning you into a sort of sack of fluids. The consuming phase of the process is merely one of digesting whatever is left. The only time they don't eat you is if they're placing in their brood inside you, so the spiderlings need substance upon hatching. That still sounds infinitely worse than being shanked by a hunting spider, but either way, you regret having this conversation and pursue it no further. Unfortunately, Gryphon the pig is nearby and heard all too much. Yeah, thanks, man, for giving him fear of beasts. Very unhelpful, actually. A tier 3. 5 days? No, we're not looking for that at the moment. Out of curiosity. Okay, we had somebody here that we didn't pick up. I need to clear these out. Learning my new tip here. Alright, none of you are particularly what we're looking for. Here's what I am looking for, is those sweet, sweet prices. Yes, yes indeedy. Even take the cheese. And you're not going to be good for selling, so let's just roll. And I'm actually going to go here first, even though this is actually my destination. Pick up some more trade goods, and then we can sell them here. Then, I don't know, maybe we'll try a cross-country. I will say this spot and this spot are my more likely to have good people in them. I guess it's a fort. That might have something. We also could sail. Maybe. Okay, before I forget, let's have a drink. Raise the spirits a little bit. Poor Gryphon the pig. We have a deep abdominal cut. We'll definitely pay to have that worked on. check our prospects here. We've already said no to you. I'm not looking to spend that much at the moment. Leveled up. That's a maybe. Okay, a couple maybes here. Let's head in the market. Give me all the dye and booze you have. I'll take the tools too. And we got enough ammunition. And probably should grab a smidgen of food just to make sure we don't eat the booze. And we're going to sell over to the other town, so I'm not even going to fiddle. And we'll just immediately head this way. Use that trader life. I think when I sell this, this is going to finish us up. What are we at? 945. Ways to go still. There must be some contracts that probably give more. Maybe it's just based on skulls. We have reef building effort and ambush trade routes. Perfect timing to sell some goods. Not the amber though. Cha-ching and the booze. Very, very nice. Down here, definitely don't want that. Don't need those. I wouldn't bother repairing that even. That can all go. I wish there was almost like a way I could like designate things I don't want to sell, and then I could just look at the things that were not designated. Make this a little bit quicker. Probably still holding too many helmets. Let's go to the dented. Okay, that's probably fine. Probably should use this red paint too. Are we gonna clear this? Sure, I don't see why not. Training hole. Okay, so we can pay to have people gain extra experience. I mean, am I that well off? I don't know. I kind of want to buy the cart. Get that so we have some extra storage space. Let's see what we have here. Money. Yeah, pay me more. Accept. Drive off begins. Need some time to think about it. Or package. Pay me more. Accept. 3 days northwest. Okay, this is actually a really nice one. We can jump across the bay here, so give me some time to think about that. I'm going to clear this first. I accept. All right, where are these guys? Ooh, way over there. Okay. How much are we eating right now? 27 a day. I actually need a little more food. Well, I guess you guys luck out. We're having fish tonight. Is it worth doing some training? I never have used that really before because I'm always broke. Maybe we try that. So this would be for my nomad, maybe. My sellsword, maybe. It's cheaper. All right, you know what? Let's give this a try. Our two newest guys, get them some of that, and you actually too. All right, that's a lot of cash. I don't know if that's actually worth my time, but I would like to get some new melee people raised up. Zip on over here. Please don't make me fight in the swamp. I'm still having nightmares about our stream fight in the swamp. That terrain is just absolutely horrific to have to fight through. And I probably don't want to do this at night either. Do I have anyone wounded? I don't, but I do have a level up. Well, I do have an abdominal cut, which is lowering his HP quite a bit. Okay, this is our paranoid strong guy. Right now he's using a military pick, but doesn't have to be. We have Colossus currently. All right, we do need more HP. I will take a max. We'll definitely take the attack. And that's only at +2. I'd rather have a max rolled fatigue here, so do that. We definitely need to get that fatigue under control. We have really bad initiative because we're paranoid, so that's out. Lowers the threshold for injuries. That might not be terrible. Picks actually do damage, like through armor. Maybe we could get lucky, and that could give him a wound early on. Steel Brow also just to keep him safe. Student, if we think he's gonna survive for a while. Let's go Steel Brow. I think a little bit of defense here. Let's try to keep my people who don't have horrific life-altering wounds from gaining them. Morning. Let's do it. All right. While spying the brigands, you count 10 men moving about. You spot a figure you did not expect. Engelbert the Pickpocket, the infamous robber baron. The man in his bodyguard decal must be inspecting the state of the camp. What luck. You could take his head back to your employer. You might earn yourself a bonus. All right. Well, this got more dangerous. I don't love that we have to assault their spot here. Are we moving up? They do have range, so we are going to have to move up. Let's wait on him. All right. Sorry, buddy. Okay, good. Brigand Raider. Okay, we don't see the special guy yet. I go to here. Engelbert the Pickpocket. You know, I know a lot of pickpockets who run around with giant axes. Quite common. Lucky. Tried to take cover behind that tree. All right, now here he has throwing stuff out. I almost want to just charge that. Then again, the two-hand recover. All right, we're just gonna have to eat a round of it. Okay, you rotate down that way. I moved where my range guy was. Move up here. Okay, there, and then we're here. Let's actually just make a sprint for the tree, give ourselves some cover. And here. One more. He's... I was gonna say, raising our shield over there might not be the worst plan. I don't want to step here because he could step and swing. I'll take that spot. Okay, here, I think I'm going to try to flank down to this guy. Maybe he'll come this way and we'll get lucky. Try to sprint up here. All right, I see one pike, one throwing spear, or I think they're like fighting spears, maybe that's what they're called. This two-hander is pretty spooky. He has an arming sword, and he had a really nasty looking axe. They blew up my shield. Perfect. Jerk. Okay, so who's gonna go in on this? I kind of want his armor, but I don't know if I can be that selfish. The sword is not the best weapon here. We send the mace there, and we send the pick there. So he would have to go here. Okay, we can't quite make it, so we'll just go up to here. Reload. Okay, just a little tap to let him know we're thinking about him. Okay, here again. I don't get there. I think we're gonna go up here. We're gonna increase this shield wall a little bit. Okay, do I chance a swing there? I would not be able to strike. Okay, let's just get over here. One more. Okay, a little more ballsy than I would have figured. Man, Sven! It sucks. It's not what I need right now. Okay, I don't see him anytime soon. I think I'm gonna chance moving up and stabbing. Beautiful, okay. One danger boy, man, one danger boy taken care of. Go to here. 57, yeah. Nice. Okay, here, that's a little unfortunate. My flail guy, now all of a sudden he needs to be over there, but that's probably too far to reposition. Let's just get in here. Let's shove. There we go. Keep my new pole guy safe. And we'll move up here and hit. Nice. All right, we're actually going to have him pull back. He's just been absolutely pummeled by those shots. We'll take there and destroy. Oh, what a time to miss. What a time to miss. That's so unfortunate. I have to hit this armor, but I don't think it's safe to try to be greedy on him. I wish he had stayed in the back where I could have just taken my time. Good blocks here. And again, wow. Okay, this pike. You don't have a helmet on. Yep. Mama always said wear your helmet. Mama always said wear your helmet. Just impales and we hit him and it dies. Okay, that's not a particularly useful combat log. Ooh, too tired. Alright, let's step up this way. Okay, here. Bonk. No bonk. Okay, I was not expecting him to do that. Let's step up. That gives me a little bit of cover there, and then bump. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Alright, I'm gonna step into it anyways. I just need to get more people on him. Oh no! Gryphon the pig! No! A good hit. It's unfortunate. 61. We're still in good shape down here. Just chill back there. Alright, any of my guys wavering? Yes. Let's toot toot. Alright, here we're in a lot of trouble. I'm just gonna defend. Here. Beautiful. Man, those blocks, though. You can move to and swing, right? What if we go here and we kill you? Right, this guy's in a bit of trouble, but I think I'd rather just base them. Step up and hit. Nice. Okay, we kind of got through the most troublesome guys. Step up and kill him. It didn't kill him, but good damage. And I think we better base this guy. Try to get the people who are in most danger some help. Man. Okay, let's just rest. Okay, here, I think we need to step up. Okay, we broke his helmet. It's a little unfortunate. And then he has at 1 HP. So we'll just back that up. Horrific. Injured shoulder. Pierced arm, pierced hand. Yikes. Nice hit. Just having a slap fight over here, aren't we? All right, you gotta go. No, you don't. You gotta go. Man. Really struggling on that guy. I'll chance it. Right, here we're just gonna defend. Fortunately, we've basically just lost that one. All right, can we please finish him off? 77. I'm too tired. Okay, so come down this way. Done. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Oh, I did not think that that was a chance. All right, well, we do need to rotate that front line, though. Okay, he is not one of the ones that I want getting wounded. Please stop. Oh my goodness. And you were kind of pooping out. Okay, here. Yeah, move in position. Move in position. All right, buddy, you're about to have a really bad day. You probably should just leave. You gotta be kidding me. All right, I don't want to take that spot because I want to get my hammer in there. All right, come on. There we go. Finally. This dude right here. Holy moly. Dietrich the Pure was with the company for 64 days. Goodbye, Dietrich. Again, though, we've just taken so many permanent wounds that we just need to get rid of some of those people. We did manage to get the Great Axe. Two-handed axe weapon. 150% effective against armor. Would be pretty darn nice. I'd love to get a two-handed guy leveled up. Did we get armor on that? We get his head. Nice. Let's see. Normal crossbow, another kite shield, another arming sword. Here we go. Kettle helmet with closed mail. 17. Again, so cool, but so heavy. So ridiculously heavy. Okay, anything up here? Yes. Alright, lapse the lines a little bit. Several wounds, actually. I thought we only got the one. Alright, new guy. Had to take Colossus. He also has dodge for the time being. I think he's going to immediately just go into Brawny. Start making it where we can actually do something. Definitely taking the... That's not terrible. I think he's okay there. Give me the straight melee defense. Here, this is one of our dedicated pike guys. Attack. Actually, oh, I made a mistake here. He should not have been a dedicated pike guy. That is unfortunate, because yeah, he should definitely be a frontliner. Well, nothing for it. HP is okay. I'd rather wait for a good one there. I guess if you're enemy in the back, we could take range defense, but we'll take initiative. Yeah, I fubbed up on him. He should not have had pike. He definitely looks like he was leveling up to be a frontline guy with the rotate and whatnot. That's a little unfortunate. Footwork. That could be nice. Berserk. Once per turn upon killing an enemy, we get 4 points. So if we don't move, we actually could get a second hit. Let's try that. Alright, back we go, boys. That was not the worst. Especially considering there were more people there than we thought. Heading back to collect the contract, a few men step out on the road. We're the highest paid bounty hunters in these parts, and I believe you're carrying a bit of our business. Give us that their head, and all parties shall be sleeping in their beds tonight. I mean, they're gonna kill me. I'm all wounded. Take the head. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. They always come when you're weak and you can't, not ready to fight back. If they still have that other mission, I think we will probably take it. 700. In fact, we're also down a bro. Anybody cool here? Poultice, that's wrong playthrough. No, basically, is the answer. We can sell off some of the new junk. If we don't need that. That. I think we're past the worn stuff and the rusty stuff. I'll hang on to those. Okay, things that I repaired, maybe. Two-handed mallet, two-handed mace. If this is a hammer, that is a mace. Okay. That is an axe. I would really like to have somebody in that axe. I had a lot of fun with the greatsword on stream, but having a big two-hander anti-armor thing feels like that would be really good. These darn glistening scales. I know the second I sell them, I'm going to regret it. Okay. A little expensive here on tools. We're not super in danger. We'll take some extra food. I will nab this. All right, where is it? Yeah, that's what I thought. The game counts it as if we're going via road. So it's like, oh yeah, this is going to take you 3 days. But we can just take our secret rowboat across the bay. Save us not only some time, but food, wages. Oh, I should have healed in the temple before we left. That was a bit of a mistake. No temple up here either. Yeah, not a lot of options. That's unfortunate. I'm tempted to buy that next retinue. What are we up to? 947. That doesn't feel like that's going up very fast. Actually, now that 1400. Okay, 1400 is I think what we need for the noble contact. So we actually have a ways to go. All right, we don't need it this second, but I could unlock it. Okay, cha-ching on that one for sure. Disappearing villagers, a good harvest, and ambush trade routes. There's a lot of spooky things going on in this town. Any replacements? Caravan guard. I really think we're ready for a little bit higher. What do you want? Give me more, I accept. Whatever terrorizes us. Alright. Alright, what horrific thing is it gonna be? Anything else I want to sell off? Prices are kind of suck. Yeah, prices here aren't particularly good, so no. Alright, please don't be in the swamp. 12 spiders. Okay, I'm gonna need to heal up a little bit before we do that. Do you have file mastery? You don't. Okay, for spiders, I want to do like HP damage, so it's just actually a moment where I might use an axe. You do have mastery and the picks. Guess we could flip over to some cleavers. Neither of them have anything in it. All right, we need to heal for a sec though before we try that. Really? Really? There's 12 of them. Also, your shield is broken. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's flip those. We'll use our spear wall to try to protect them a little bit here. And flip those. Alright. A little bit of an oof there. At least it's not in forest. High ground. The odds of me taking that and not them is very low. Could try to get here or here. You're not one of the wounded guys. Let's just wait. I'm too nervous. Yeah, we would get surrounded up there. Okay. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. At least we're not going to be fighting them on the high ground. In fact, I could even fall back a little bit. I think I will. Let's fall back 2. Fall back 2. Make it a little harder on them to surround me here. Okay, so 1, 2, you go here, and I am going to spear. Okay, nice orderly pullback. All right, let's do this. God, it's like summer at my place. If I don't have treatment done outside, I just get absolutely overwhelmed by both spiders and earwigs, just absolutely stampeding my place. Okay, we have a pretty good front line built up here. I guess it just depends on what we kill this round. We got to protect our most wounded guys, which are these 2. Okay, reload. Unfortunate. All right, trying to help him. Okay. Okay. And him. Unfortunate. All right, you're just going to defend yourself, and you know what? Let's put the parry up. Maybe we can get lucky there. And bleed. Bleed. Stun him. Unfortunate. Okay, good. Kind of want to move forward and base this one. That keeps him safe. Yeah, let's do that. Die, spider. All right, it begins. Okay, we did actually get a parry off for once. That's something. Cheeky little boy. Okay, that's all right. Unfortunate. All right, take that off. Cool. Reload and kill that one. Okay, pull. Step here and hit that one. Help the guy who's wounded. Stab the... We're not wearing heavy armor here. We're at full HP though. Let's help him. Okay. Right, hit him. Okay, he's okay now. Let's actually step here. Alright, please get it off in 1. We didn't. Unfortunate. Please get it off in 1. We didn't. We didn't get it on twice. Oh no. Oh. They're sneaky. I didn't see he was still alive. Okay, you can help take that off. There we go. And I think you're just done. You can hit him. And you're done. Oh, no more spawning. Oh no. It begins. Okay, could have been worse. Take care of him. Done. Take care of him. Done. Help him. And then wait. And help him. And hit that guy. Here, let's hit that one. That one. Beautiful. I'm not sure how you puncture a lung of a spider. If your spiders have lungs, we are in a lot of trouble. No, let's be safe. Let's be safe. I was really considering going up there and hitting, but it's not worth it. All right, we're in okay shape here. That one's easier to hit. Nice little bleed there. Done. Right here, we can reload. Totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna see some eggs. Good. I'm just gonna hit the thing I can swing at. Good. Everyone feeling okay? Everyone's feeling okay. We're reloaded. I don't have a clear shot. Okay, we're okay here. Let's help you. Move up and hit. Okay. Okay. Still 7 of them, just for the record. 6 of them. Okay, well, now we're pretty wounded here. Let's start falling back with some of the wounded people. Up here. Help them out. Okay, wounded people kind of gather. Now this web. Let's recondense around them. Reload and move. Your spiders just done or what? What are we doing here, spiders? I think this is probably going to end combat, if I had to guess. Here, just end everybody. Yes. Really? All right. Well, I'm not going anywhere. They can come to me if they're interested. There it is. All right, that was okay, especially considering how wounded I was going into that. Back to Harlingen. You guys are welcome. Still being raided, though. We'll have a drink. Got some drunks. That's unfortunate. Now the question. Where are we going? This is just a little farming village. It does have a workshop, though. They might have some cheap tools. I am kind of behind in tools. I'll take those, but I'm not excited about it. Take the cloth and the cheap grain. All right, let's actually head up there. Let's check a new area. Ambition fulfilled. Beautiful. That helps. That donkey, I'm telling you. We're up to professional. Okay, a little jump there. I think I'm going to grab the cart. I really am thinking about that. Get that extra space. Okay, please don't be any more spiders in the woods. Or goblins or anything else. You come across the scene of some battle. Men, armor, weapons, not a single one of them usable. The dead got that way through some sheer form of brutality you do not wish to learn. Footprints in the earth suggest something big had come through, leaving behind a wake of ruin and calamity, and no urge on your part to follow where those steps go. Probably an unhold or something. Day 66. I don't know. I feel like we're doing okay, but I'm not making the gains I want. We need more gains. Okay, Mr. Spearman. We're also kind of out of position. We're also using the wrong stuff. So you were using a hammer, as were you. That's basically it. All right. Now, what was your problem? Not really a problem, just you weren't stellar. Low initiative. That's... I don't mind that on a two-hander. We could take adrenaline. Maybe this guy turns into a two-hand guy. Because what we'll do is we'll go last, we'll step up and hit him, and then adrenaline, and then hit him at the beginning of the next round, just kind of auto. Take the attack. Then again, having some melee defense would have really helped that strategy. Out of curiosity, what would it look like? This two-hander has +10 to hit. Or like that great axe. Split man. It's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Holy moly. I kind of want to try it. And we have Brawny. He's gifted and Colossus. There isn't one that's just two-hander, so I would have to kind of commit to one of these. Rotate would be nice too. All right, let's do Axe Mastery. Let's just commit to it. It worked out really well on stream when we just said, screw it, let's do it. All right, some attack here. Melee defense. You are okay on HP, so let's take the nice fatigue. And underdog helps him not get hit. You're my mace guy. Doesn't have rotate. I think we'll go underdog. Okay, and back here. Missing an ear. Ooh, that's perfect. You have backstab. Okay, you are a dedicated polearm guy. Polearm, two-handed. Each hit with a two-handed melee weapon adds a stack of reach advantage, which ups your defense. Okay, that's not really useful on him. Let's try Berserk again. Maybe we can get lucky and get some kills on our big two-handers. Melee attack. Your HP is just fine. There, and... I think we'll take some range defense. So they've been shooting my backline a lot lately. Man, we are banged up. I may even just boat back down. Get to that temple. What do you have? A package. Okay. How many crowns are we talking about? We need to be paying more. I accept. Dane North. All right, we'll take that. We have some healing to do anyways. Heading that way. Could be dangerous up here, and the trade's not nearly as lucrative, to be sure. We're gonna cut through here, I think. Nothing spooky, please. Okay, cool. And then whatever gets me here fastest. I do see that something's been destroyed. Okay, we need to catch the eye of a noble house. Become known as a professional. In order to reach the attention of noble houses. Get a site and kill it. At least one that has Rally the Troops perk. I don't have my banner accessory? Yeah, let's take that first. Do we have Rally the Troop here? We do. Okay, so this is gonna be an auto-complete. 6 brigands. I would sure love to take that fight, but I'm just too banged up. Fortunately, they don't have a healer there either. 7 brigands. Okay, there's a little bit of a bandit problem over there. Surface copper vein. Cool. Okay, immediately, let's go here. Where is it? Put on the sash. Okay, that'll help a little bit. 95 resolve. So bad that this guy has a broken knee. If only he didn't. So sad. At Wolfhaden. Not paid much, frankly, but whatever. Not doing a 3-star at the moment. Taxidermist, what do we got? Poisoned oil, sure. Reinforce some nets. Sure. Antidote. Now the problem with the antidote is you have to be the person carrying it. I suppose if we have to fight goblins, like we could give it to like our bannerman, just in case he gets shot. Wood lower. We're not having that bad space issues. Let's just not. All right, marketplace. That's really cheap copper ingot. Yoink. Prices here are not amazing, although the tools aren't terrible. Take the grain too. Got any cool guys here? No, not really. All right. We do have a road that goes off somewhere else. Have we really not finished this one? No, we actually have a bunch of towns we don't know. You know what? Little adventure. Before the crisis comes around, maybe we could finish scouting the map. Maybe we'll get the ambition to finish scouting the map too. That'd be an easy complete. Alright, don't ambush me, bro. Gatherer's hut. Okay, a fort. A little unfortunate. They do have a kennel. I actually would like some dogs, so we'll rest here till daybreak. Any cool people? Okay, another retired soldier. That's a possibility. I wouldn't mind a second actual range character. We do have room in the back row currently. A deserter in Big No. A wild man can be really good. All right, let's start with the hunter since that is kind of the rarest. A triple range skill on a hunter. It doesn't get better than that with initiative and range defense. You're in. So we could get 52 to 59 ranged attack. I mean, you know I'm going to get 52, but how'd we do? How did we do? 57. That's not terrible. I guess we'll just leave him with the hunting bow for now. Give him some padded. You're still super duper tired. Come here. I don't know why I was struggling with that so badly. All right, you. What is our lightest helmet? 5? Sure. And I've sold off all my extra arrows, so we'll have to pick some up. Also, I keep forgetting you. There you go. Have a red helmet. Perk-wise and level up. Ranged attack, of course. We did meet my minimum resolve threshold. I'm definitely taking a 6 initiative. He does need HP, but I'm going to try to be really greedy and only take max rolls. I will take a +4 on range defense. And perk-wise, if I'm going to do a bow, I like fast adaptation. Crippling strikes can also be pretty disgusting on range characters, but I think we're going to take student. We're going to really try to baby this guy and keep him safe. In fact, that's probably a little bit safer right there even. Lothar. All right, Lothar. You're in, my friend. And we're actually okay on money. I'm actually going to peek at a couple of these other guys. Hates beasts. He's strong. He has 2 melee and a resolve. I don't dislike that, and he's kind of cheap. I'm going to hire him. That gives me a spare so that we have somebody who can rotate in when we get completely banged up. Whoops. Not you. Although, actually, yes, you. Can I? You know what? That's actually not misery. That's actually not misery. If that's the case, can you also... Okay, that's probably a bridge too far. 8. 7 for 130. Yeah, that's actually better. Yeah. Get him. I would love to get him into one of these, but I don't think that's going to be doable at the moment. Also, if we're going to wear this armor, you know what? I'm going to use one of these, dang it. So, 2 extra, but now it's a 180 armor. And then you can have that. And... Sure. I don't think I'm going to give you a 2-hander at the moment. Not with 57 especially. So, there you go. Alright, right now you're going to rotate out for him. You are not normally using the axe. You're my flail guy, aren't you? Or my flail guy die. Either way. Okay. And then perk-wise... you know what? We're close enough on hit points. I don't think we need Colossus. I think we can get there with a couple good rolls. Our starting melee skill's a little low, but it is a 2-star. Let's go student. Maybe a little greedy there. Alright. Melee attack, melee defense, a nice healthy max roll on HP. Perfect start. Cool. Alright, we can't do that. I also want a couple dogs. 5 dogs. You gotta have a few good boys. There. There. Alright, perfect amount. We also have that net. You know what? Since I don't have anything else for you to carry, bring that with. Okay, yeah, keep going. Alright, we're gonna get that hunter trained up. That's gonna be really nice. But now we'll have 2 dedicated range people. Just more and more likely that we can actually force enemies to come to us rather than us being forced. Like we have a lot lately. Ooh, workshop. Workshops have tools. I could still use another like 5 sets of tools. Also, what did that take my renown up to? 1128. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, another boat location. Interesting. Okay, kill brigands and a 1-star. Pay me more. I accept. Sure. Let's have a drink. Oh. We have a barber. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, militiaman, but eh. Marketplace. A bunch of expensive amber. And not what I need. And some tools. They'll like me more after I do their mission. Oh, this is a follow the tracks. It's been a while since we had one of those. I would love it if you... Yeah. You should totally leave the mountains, man. But not go into the woods. Okay, we need to catch the eyes of a noble house. Have at least 10,000 crowns in reserve. That's pretty easy for me, actually. Visit every city. Let's visit every city. Something I kind of wanted to do anyways, and I have a feeling that something like that that's kind of a non-repeatable thing is probably worth more renown. Alright, you guys were annoying. Okay, they are going to make me actually get a little closer, eh? Alright, you did this. Annoying. Doubly annoying. All right, you fools. You fell into my trap. Wait. We should absolutely bamboozle these guys. You know what? Have a dog. Step up. Nice. $49. I knew it. Wait, did I literally lose every single person who had rotate? Come over here. Do it the old-fashioned way then. Nice. I wanted to shoot those range people, but I guess that's okay. Kind of same diff, I suppose. You know what? We're gonna go base that archer, if at all possible. Loads crossbow menacingly. I have to think about you guys charging him. Don't you dare kill my brand new dog. What did I just say? Interesting, they're kind of ignoring this guy. Alright, step up, and you're probably more dangerous. Step up there. Like fish in a barrel with these thuggy guys when you get to this point. I just don't want that archer to be able to shoot. We're pretty much safe at this point. Get the XP a little bit. Step up to him. Give me that XP, boys. Dangerous place to be, having XP near me. Nope. Uh-huh. That's unfortunate. Leave some for us, boy. You're not gonna really get clean shots. Nice. Very easy. Simple as. Alright, glad I took that one. We're paid to return it, that's what we're gonna do. I want that renown more than I want the cash. Okay, so we're only gonna take the lucrative looking stuff at the moment. We have quite a few towns I don't know where they're at. In fact, I probably should have looked. Are we confident? Does that look like that's a road right there? I was wondering if I have anybody down there or if everything's up north. Disappearing villagers, we're not going to hang around for that. We'll have a booze and take off. Actually, hang on. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to solve that because they don't have a mission, so I'm not going to be able to buy the amber. It's just too expensive. It's really hard to get used to playing without that 10% merchant discount. What other trouble can we get ourselves into up here? Oh, interesting. Castle at the end of the world. Armor, weaponsmith, and a temple. Not the worst place ever. I don't need an extra. We're already running 13. Yeah, you can just chill, man. Level up. All right, one of our newly. Oh no, this is Graven the pig. Okay, that was actually your flail, I think. Ronnie would help you out. And melee attack, definitely taking 5 fatigue. And I don't like taking 1s. Let's take the 4 on initiative. Up that smidgen. Okay, Espen, one of our range characters. Range skill. I think I will take some range defense. And he actually does poop out every once in a while, so I will take a nice high roll. Okay, here. Brawny again. This is our pole mace user. Melee skill. He actually needs some morale or resolve, so I'll take a max roll. And he actually still needs some HP, so I'll take a max roll there too. Yeah, I didn't take something on you? Okay. I think Espen's just committed to his crossbow. So we will grab crossbow. I don't know. It seems like bows and crossbows kind of want to be used in such different circumstances. All right, we need to go back down here. At Hornguard, it's not a true trip to the markets without some strange fella accosting you. This time it's a man with a large face, his mouth a bear trap of jagged teeth, and his cheeks as high as though they were meant to be shelves. Features aside, he swings his weight around like someone of important wealth. That's an interesting trophy you got there, the glistening scales. I'll give you 450 crowns for it. Hand it over, easy money. Yeah, sure. Deal. I've been carrying those stupid things around forever. I wonder what they actually craft and what I'm missing. Off-road a little? Probably not. Probably not. Can we make it there by nightfall so I could buy out their tools? Hunter's cabin. Cha-ching. Yep, I'll take the tools. We're actually gonna need some food for the road. That's dirt cheap ammo. You know what? Give me all the ammo. Sell those off. Yeah, prices here are okay. All those. I'm not going to keep 2 of those. Definitely don't want that or that. I did put that on once. Don't want that. Don't want that. 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 Flask of holy water. We could do better on those. Okay, and off we go again. That was not where I thought it was going to go. Okay, so we do have a road that goes here. I'm going to off-road this, I guess. Of course, it's night. I'm going to conservatively head towards where that road goes into the fog. Oh no, mountain. Okay, not the worst mountain. You guys looking to brawl? You're not. I am. But I will have to do that next time because it's already been an hour. Man, time flies in this game so fast. So fast. We're at day 70. We are rapidly closing into that first crisis. My hope and dream was like 70. We would be running noble contracts, but unfortunately it does not look like that's the case. But either way, Order of the Golden Gryphon doing pretty well. We got some new recruits, another good range character potentially. We actually have a spare in, which is nice. So hopefully we will have some decent level ups by the time this crisis kicks off. All right, builders, this is Order of the Golden Gryphon and Babel signing off. I will catch you in the next one.